Hey everyone, how to read music part 2. In part 1, we talked about pitch. That's how high or how low the note is. Every good boy does fine, face, all that stuff. Let's talk about rhythm today for part 2. Rhythm is how long or how short you hold a note. How long you sing it, how long you play it, the duration of the note, all right? And the way we see that when we write and read music is the way the note looks, okay? So, this is what we used in part 1 for the pitch because it's the easiest one to draw. It's a whole note. It's just basically a circle. It's just a note head by itself. So that's a whole note. It lasts for 4 beats. It lasts the longest of the notes. But we'll get to beats and stuff later. Today we're just talking about what they look like. But this is a whole note, just a circle. The more you do to it, the smaller it gets. I know that seems kind of backwards, but that's the way it is, and it's been that way for hundreds of years. Composers, musicians, that's the way it is. So, but it's not that hard to get used to. Whole note is just a circle. You add a stem to it, and now it's a half note, okay? It's gotten smaller, and every time we do something to it, it gets half as big, okay? Whole note has 4 beats, half note has 2 beats. So you're gonna hold this one for half as long as the whole note. When we color in that half note, we now get a quarter note. Now it's a quarter note. It's going to be even smaller. That was half as big as a half note. Okay? Quarter note. When we add a flag to it, now it is an eighth note. You see how it works with fractions? There's a lot of math in music, and you see it a lot when you deal with rhythm. But this is an eighth note. Okay, 1 flag. After this, every flag you add just makes it smaller and smaller, and you keep cutting it in half, okay? So this is an eighth note with 1 flag. When you got 2 flags, now it's a 16th note. Make sense? Because half of an eighth is a 16th. It's almost like you multiply the bottom number by 2. And obviously, if you have a 3rd flag, it's going to be a 32nd note. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so one more time. Whole note, just a note head. Add a stem, now it's a half note. Color it in, it's a quarter note. 1 flag, 8th note, 2 flags, 16th note, 3 flags, 32nd note. Thanks for watching. Hopefully that helps.